Welcome to Anne Emerson-Smith Play Training Limited, an Assessor's Guide to Moodle. Moodle can be accessed by clicking on the word Moodle in the menu bar at www.anneemersonsmith.co.uk, and this will take you to Moodle. Moodle is an acronym and it stands for Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. It's dynamic because it can change. You can change it, the candidates can change it, and you can interact with your candidates. Candidates and assessors have very different roles on Moodle. Candidates can access the resources and download them, and they can use the forums to chat in, but that's it. That is the limit of what they can do. As an assessor, you can add resources, you can increase the size of your Moodles, you can add a quiz, you can put in glossaries, you can add games, you can start conversations, you can save events. You can send emails to classes. There's a whole lot of different things you can do just because you are an assessor. If you are new to being an assessor, you have to make sure that you have assessor status on Moodle. If you're not sure, just email Alison at alison@anneemersonsmith.co.uk and she'll check for you, and if you need to be set up as an assessor, she'll do that for you. When you first come to the Moodle, you'll see all of the courses that are currently available. It's only when you log in that you'll see only the courses that you are subscribed to. One of the first things I'd encourage all assessors to do is manage their profile, and this can be done by going to My Profile Settings on the left-hand column here and clicking on Edit Profile. Moodle is somewhere that you can be social and you can communicate with your candidates. And one way of developing a relationship with them is to tell them a little bit about yourself, and this is what your profile's for. One of the easiest ways to do it is to just put in a photograph of yourself. So click on Use a Picture, bring up a photo of yourself, and just literally drag it from the folder where your photo is and where this blue arrow is, and it will upload automatically. You can write a little description about yourself, and you can add any interests that you have as well. So if any of your candidates decide to look at your profile, they'll be able to see what you look like and what sort of things you're interested in. Always make sure that you save it. The only person who can create a new Moodle for a class is the administrator, and to get her to be able to do it you need to complete a form, and this is available in the Systems section of Moodle. This will be something you'll be subscribed to if you're employed directly by Anne Emerson-Smith. You click on the Systems and you go down to section 9, and there you'll see a file called Moodle Class Creation. Just click on that and this form will come up. It's just a standard Word document. Just answer all of the different questions as far as you can. Section 4 is particularly important as this becomes the descriptor that's available online to candidates. Also, the date that the start of this course will run and the assessors on this course are very important. Always use the most recent version of the form. This is always the one that's in the systems file. Don't pretend to use an earlier one, because there will quite possibly have been some major changes or some slight changes that you might not notice at first glance, but they've been put there for good reason. So please always try to use the most recent version of the form. In this next section of film, we're going to look at different things that you can do with Moodle. You're not expected to do everything that we show here, but it just shows you some of the possibilities that are available. The assessors who are responsible for a course are also responsible for that Moodle. They're the people that are responsible for making sure the resources are there, that the sections are labelled appropriately, and that the candidates are also there. In this example, we're going to look at a brand new Moodle, but the techniques that we're going to show here can be used on existing Moodles too. This course is called Anne Assessor's New Course, and the first thing that I would want assessors to do is to turn editing on. This gives you full control over the Moodle. A standard new Moodle comes with 10 topics. You can increase the number of topics by clicking at the plus sign at the very bottom of the page, or you can decrease the number of topics by pressing on the minus side. The first thing I'm going to do is change the topic title. Go to the gear underneath the title you want to change, unclick the default setting and write in the title that you want to call it. It's not necessary to write a summary, it's up to you. Save changes and then go back to the Moodle. To add content, all you have to do is open the folder that you have on your computer with the information in, and you can either select everything that you want to upload and drop it into the section, or if you want, you can deliver it as a folder by going to the folder you want to deliver, zipping it by clicking with your right mouse button going to send to and then compress zip folder, and then you just take that zipped folder and drop it into the section that you want it to be. Make sure that you click unzip files and create a folder and press upload, and then that will upload. So in this example we've got all of the resources uploading separately, or you can upload everything within a folder. Depending on the size of the resources, it can take a long time to actually upload things, particularly the PowerPoints, which might have a lot of photographs or video involved in them. So here you have the same resources uploaded in two different ways, either individually, as shown here, or within a folder. There's no real difference between it, it's just your preference for how you want to present the resources. Now, whether or not you want the candidates to be able to see these resources immediately is up to you. If you click on the eye, that will make things invisible to your candidates, although you will be able to see them. You can tell that it's in shade, that tells you that it's hidden from view for your candidates. If you want to show the topic, all you have to do is click on the eye again and everything comes back. You can be more specific in the folder where things have been uploaded individually. If you go to edit and click on hide, this means that you can hide individual resources within one Moodle section. If you want to draw a candidate's attention to a particular section, click on the light bulb and it will colour it. It directs candidates to a particular part of the section, maybe it's the one that you're working on that week. To unhighlight a resource, all you have to do is click on the light bulb again and it will return to just a white background. If there's a resource that you want to remove, just go to Edit and click Delete, and that file will be removed from the Moodle. There are several other resources that you can add to Moodles, not just PowerPoints or Word documents or pictures that you can just drag and drop from one folder straight into the Moodle. If you go down to the bottom of a section that you want to add something to, it says Add an activity or resource. Click on that and you get a whole range of activities and resource options that you can add. So say for example you want to add an interesting website. You just click on URL, click Add, give the website a name, describe the website, and then actually write in the website. Save and return to course. And they have the website as a direct link that the candidate can click on. Other activities or resources you could add, if you go to glossary, you can create your own glossary if there's particular words that you want candidates to be able to use. So we'll call this Anne's Glossary. Important words for use in practice, and then save and return to course. If you click on the glossary, it means that you can add entries now. So add a new entry, you can write out the concept, the definition, keywords associated with it, you can even add files associated with it, save the changes, and you can build up a glossary. If you wanted to be really clever with it, once you've developed a glossary, you can actually use that to create a game like Hangman if you want to test candidates in a fun way. And that's just the same way. You click on Hangman and add and select the glossary, and then you can just play that. The resources you can add more folders, files. That's an alternative to the drag and drop that we had before. You can add surveys, you can add quizzes. It's just a matter of going through and playing with them really, and you can make them specific to the course that you're working on. A really useful tool that you have as an assessor is the calendar, and that's located on the right hand side of the page. You have upcoming events, and here in blue it says Go to Calendar. Click on that and put in New Event. Give the event a title, and if you want you can give a description about it. Put in the date that you want your event to be completed by, and save it. Events could be submission of assignments, handing in forms, making sure the funding forms are in place. You could use it to have the contract signed and scanned in by this date. You could have the training needs analysis scanned and signed in by this date. And that date is now available to everybody who accesses that course. If you do set up an event, it will not email the participants directly. It will just appear on the calendar on that student's Moodle. If you want them to know about an event that you've set up, you'll have to do it either through messaging the class, which is something we discuss later, or via the news forum. Using Moodle, you want to support your candidates. But the first thing you've got to make sure is are your candidates there? Go to the course you're interested in, and on the left hand side you'll see the word Participants. Click on that and that will give you a full list of all of the participants on your course. On the right hand side you have a column that says Last Access, and it will tell you when a candidate last accessed the course. If you see one that hasn't accessed it in a while, you might be a bit worried about them. You can click on the box beside their name. With selected users, choose Send a Message. Write them a message. Are you okay? Preview the message. And then if you're happy with that, send the message, and that will contact the participant directly to make sure that they are finding Moodle okay. Are there any problems? Going back to the participant list, it's very important that assessors make sure that all of their candidates are on the right course. A candidate can only get access to Moodle if they have applied for it. Sometimes a form doesn't get passed on, or maybe they've been enrolled on a different course and have moved courses. If you don't tell the administrator, that means that that person might be in the wrong course. So on a fairly regular basis, just go down the list of participants and make sure that everybody is there. Another important tool you have for supporting your candidates is the news forum, and this is located at the top of every Moodle. You can add a new topic at any time. It can be a question. You could start a discussion point. You have to give it a subject title. You have to write a message. If you want, you can upload up to one file, again just by dragging and dropping into here, and post to forum. You have 30 minutes before it goes live, so if you've changed your mind over something you can delete it. But candidates can interact with a post once it's been posted. They can't start a discussion on the news forum themselves, but you can start something. You can also jog their memory over assignment submission, form submission funding, class changes, can all be done directly through the forum. Sometimes you might want to email all of your class at the same time instead of starting a discussion in the news forum, and that's really simple to do. All you have to do is go to the class that you want to email, click on it. On the left hand side, go to Participants, click on it. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see a button that says Select All. Then with selected users, choose Send a Message. Write the message, preview it, and press Send. And that will email everybody who's on that class list all at the same time. If a candidate loses their username or password, all they have to do is go to the login page, click on Forgotten your username or password. You can either write in your username, or if you've forgotten both of them, you can write in your email address. Click Search. Then you'll get the post. If you've supplied a correct username or email address, an email will have been sent to you. It contains easy instructions to confirm and complete this password change. So click Continue. Go to your email. And here you have it already. Hi Adam, a password reset was requested for your account. To confirm this request, all you have to do is click on the link. And it gives you your username. And then you just need to put in your new password. Sometimes you might want to take in work to mark from your students. Traditionally you might use email or hard copy, but you can actually use MOODLE for this if you want to. All you have to do is go to the course that you want to have the assignment with. Click on it. Make sure that the editing is turned on by pressing the button on the right. Go to Add an activity or a resource. Click Assignment at the top and press Add. Give the assignment a name and a little description about it. Then you can have a date that you'll accept submissions from, set the due date. If you want to, you can enable this box here to set a cut-off date after which you won't accept any more admissions. You can have notifications, so you want to be told when somebody submits a piece of work. Save and return to course. And it appears in the section ready for the students to use. All the candidate has to do when they come to hand in their assignment is go to the course, click on the assessment. It shows that at the moment there's been no attempts, it's not been graded, it gives you the due date and how long you've got left to submit. Click on Add Submission. Open the file with the work in. They just need to drag it and drop it into the box. Save changes. And that's it, they've submitted their work to you. They get an email straight away that tells them that their assignment has been submitted. And you, as the assessor, will also get an email telling you that the student has submitted their assignment. And you can access it through the MOODLE. All you have to do is go back to the class, click on Assessment, and it will tell you how many people have submitted. you need to click on View/Grade All Submissions. It will show you the student that has submitted. You click on the file, open it, and there it is, ready to mark.